Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. We had great flight yesterday. Things are exciting. Still a little too windy right now to fly around where I'm at. Uh, so what's on the bench today? Let's talk penny flyers or penny gliders, however you want to call them. Basically, the three planes that you see in front of you all can be made from one sheet of Dollar Tree foam. That's all three planes made from one single sheet. Um, what I want to talk about penny gliders. Penny gliders are a great way to try out new ideas. Just have a bit of fun. Cost you $1.30, 35, and a couple of pennies, a little bit of hot glue or some tape, whichever you want to do. These are a lot of fun. You can have fun by yourself. You can have fun with your kids. The whole idea of this is get out and do something, make something, have some fun, test ideas. Um, so I want to go over some of the basics of it. A basic glider would be the typical plane shape that you see. You can taper up, you can keep it straight, add a little cockpit if you want. Beautiful part of these, if you have kids, is you make these and then you can decorate them. Make them however you want. Weight doesn't matter on these things as much. So the idea of a penny glider is you make a basic frame. You can do a wing through like this where I've cut a little slot. This just slides in like your standard foamy glider. You can glue it as I have if you want to. Otherwise, you're just constantly adjusting the wings. I do suggest making marks on either side of the center so that the wings stay center. You can taper the wings if you'd like. You can put dihedral in the wings. They fly really, really well when you put dihedral in them. The basic tools that I use for this, you can see here, is razor blade, uh, which if you've got kids, make sure you're doing that. Don't necessarily let the kids do that. A pencil, a ruler. That is just a gauge, and I'll show how that works. But basically, I've taken blue tape. I think it's 1 inch. So when you're done with it, these make really great holders. What I've done is laid the wing flat and put this onto the tip to get this dihedral. That way everything is equal. And I've done that for two of the planes. One of them I just marked myself. Now, basics of a penny plane. Fuselage of some sort. Wing. Tailpiece. Now the tailpiece here I've done a little notch here so it gives it a place to pivot from and not move. And a slot that's big enough to make the 3/16 go through. I always suggest with this, make it a little undersized. Let the foam actually pinch right here. It helps keep it in place. And all you do is slot this on, just like this, right into that little slot. Now, to adjust, if you want it to make a loop, you just shove it down like that, and that's going to make it go up. You notice I made a little center mark. That's where center from this little pinch is, so I can always move it back to where it is. It does fly a little bit better with a little bit of down. It just kind of glides really nice. And then why it's called the penny glider is I've taken a penny and I've taped that down for my weight. You don't have to get an expensive weight. You don't have to. If you choose to, that's fine. This is just to show you that you can take something as simple as a penny and use it for weight. This glides really, really well. It's the longest flyer of the ones here. Beautiful little design. I've tapered a little bit here just to create that plain look. You don't have to. And a great little flyer. The second one I made is more of the paper plane type of design. So originally I just made this with these, put the penny up here and a little bit of a tag there and threw it, and it was flopping all over the place. So the fun part about these is it's experimentation. You come up with an idea, you're doing it on a smaller scale, doesn't cost a lot, you're not putting electronics or anything else in it, you're just testing an idea. So originally I did it just like Like I said, without this, just a little pinch to hold, it didn't fly very well. So I added a lot longer one to make it more of a paper airplane style. And this flew really, really well. So the idea with this little here is that I can do a piece that'll slot onto here and I can kind of control it. So like I said, flies well without this. This just gives you another surface to control. Push it up like this, it'll go up, do loops, make it flat, or take it off. It flies really, really well. So next thing I want to talk about is you can go crazy with these. You can get super, super crazy and do something like this. So to get this angle, I just want to show, I took a piece of foam, cut it at an angle, and that just sits and creates that angle on both sides when you're gluing or taping, whichever you want to do. And that's how I got this. Obviously the dihedral I got using my tape leftover. So made a wing. What I did here is I cut this. This is 5 inches from here, or 10 inches from here to here. I cut it at 5, slotted the front, and slotted the back of the fuselage, and they slide in together and lock in really, really, really nice. Then did that. I created a canard type, so this is how I can adjust up and down. You can get crazy with these if you want to. What I did after I just had it a T-flyer was add in this little bit. I do suggest keeping it open so the air can go through. It doesn't become a cup. If you decide to do this, I just wanted to have a little bit of fun. So this does fly well with the canard. It also flies well without the canard. And again, a penny for our weight. So if you do fly it without the canard, I suggest moving the penny up a little bit more. But this is how crazy advanced you can get if you want to with this. They're a lot of fun. Come up with new ideas. Come up with interesting, fun things to do. That's the whole idea of these, is to have fun, be inventive, do something that you wouldn't normally do. Test yourself. It's a great way to have a lot of fun for not a lot of money. So again, you can make this. You can do it. So go out there, grab yourself 2 or 3 sheets of Dollar Tree foam and get making, folks. Have a lot of fun. All right? Go make it. You can do it. If you haven't liked or subscribed to this channel, please. It does help going along. I'm just starting out, and I'd like to get up there and, you know, have a lot of people see this channel and enjoy the hobby and learn to be able to do this stuff and have that ability to not worry about making mistakes, to learn from our mistakes. So go make it, have fun. I'll talk to you in the next video.